Now to politics, the heated debate over a new arms control treaty with Russia continues today, and President Obama says he'll sign the law clearing the way for gays to serve in the military. CBS News congressional correspondent Nancy Cordes has the latest from Capitol Hill this morning. Nancy, good morning to you.
Jeff, good morning. 8 Republicans joined nearly every Democrat in the Senate this weekend in voting to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell, which the president called a crucial step for civil rights.
2965 is adopted.
Democrats achieved their long-standing goal of repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell just 2 weeks before an influx of Republicans in Congress would have made it impossible.
Really, just two-thirds of the senators voting for repeal was a thrilling day. Honestly, one of my best days in my 22 years in the Senate.
The vote was hailed by military leaders who will now work to undo the Clinton-era policy. Many Republicans had argued the process would be a distraction in wartime. As soon as the vote was over, senators turned to another military matter, whether to ratify the START arms treaty with Russia. It would set a limit on both countries' nuclear warhead stockpile at 1,550, down from 2,200, and set up a system to monitor those reductions.
This is a big mistake.
Skeptical Republicans argued the treaty would limit U.S. missile defense options.
I've decided I cannot support the treaty. I think the verification provisions are inadequate.
Inspections ended a year ago when a 1991 treaty expired. Failure to ratify this treaty would be a serious blow to President Obama's foreign policy agenda.
There is nothing in there that restricts our missile defense system. The president made that crystal clear.
With the holidays approaching, Democrats are hoping to hold a vote soon so they can turn to one last priority, a $6.2 billion bill to provide medical care for firefighters and other emergency responders to the 9/11 attacks.
America will be watching very closely to how this Senate votes on something that goes to the fundamental issue of who we are as Americans and whether we stand by our heroes.
The 2 New York senators dropped the cost of that bill by about $1 billion and changed the way that they paid for it, which they hope will help them to win over some Republicans who are worried about the price tag. Back to you.
Nancy Cordes in Washington this morning. Nancy, thank you very much.